Okay, hello everybody. Okay, let me see if the music is if the music level is okay. It seems to be fine. Let me tweet when the stream is starting. Okay, the tweet should be out. And let's see. No man, I forgot to change the stream title once again. Hmm. Let's see. And the stream title should be updated. I refresh the stream manager. Okay. And let's see. So now before the stream, I was working on the models and let's see, I have two variants. One is with I read the the blog bench style guide, Minecraft style guide, and there they say to shape depiction, therefore depicting slants and curves as stairs sorry, needs to be avoided. Rotating an element to create a slant instead is preferable. Rotated elements can be found in many Minecraft models, but their use needs to be justified. For example, rotating elements next to each other in order to form a curve does not conform with the Minecraft aesthetic. Okay, yeah, so basically, as you can see here in the lectern, it's slanted instead of making stairs. However, I don't think I can really make that work for a wheelbarrow model. Like here you can see, there's really no way for me to have that slanted. And also, let's see, have a sides that make sense. So yeah, for now that's what they look like, and I gotta say I'm not a big fan. So there's the second model that uses the stairs. I mean, it's not perfect. I think it's better. I like it better than the first one. Think for now we'll go with this one. And I also forgot it has to have a wheel, and the thing is here, the support. But yeah, we'll work on that, I guess, off stream tomorrow again, along with texturing it. Probably I will be able to do it on the weekend. And yeah, today I guess with that model in, we can work on actually making it actually making it work. The first thing will be probably to make items, actually summon it instead of a minecart, because for now I can summon it with a command. And the second one, okay, yeah, there are. I do think the stairs one looks better. And I'm not sure how high it actually is. It should be as high as a minecart. Let's see. It will be higher once the wheel is in. Okay, so it's a bit lower. Let's see. Okay, it seems to have spawned above the ground, so that's fine. But yeah, once the wheel and the support beams, I guess, not sure what they are called, are in, and it will be a bit higher. That's fine. Okay, I can't click it on anything at the moment. But let's first make the items actually on it instead of a minecart. So yeah, let me change get rid of the first model, the slanted one. And let's have just one. We'll keep the blockbench file for now, in case I change my mind, but other than that, it should be good to remove it. Okay, and the renderers. See, yeah, I think that's just not updated, and once I remove that, it should be good. And I think I've added some entities to, yeah, because they had to have a separate model. So if that's cleaned up, if I start the game now, there should be only one wheelbarrow, okay. Oops. Okay, I gotta delete with that. So let's save that. So rename this file. Really don't like that it overrides the actual file, and then I have to update all the imports and file names. Just call it temp. Okay, and I have to update the texture actually also. So that will be okay, so that will be the second texture. We need to rename it. Okay, that's odd. And had that happen. And okay, making the items spawn it shouldn't be too hard. Temp.java got saved there. Let's see, there are two files for some reason. I don't need this second one, and yeah, that should be the correct one. And the Java server, LSP server, is so annoying, and it adjusted my file tree. Okay, this is running, the game is compiling, so that's fine. Let's see, there should be only one wheelbarrow now in the correct model and texture. The stairs variant. Okay, and also the issue I was having with it being, see, summon it first. Okay, that's nice. I was having with it being the, it should be, okay, and this one, and this, not this. And if it pointing in the wrong direction, so it was backwards. I mean, I'm still not sure why I was having this issue, but I just turned the model around in Blockbench. So now the north is the back. That's not sure why I had to do it, but for now it should be fine. So okay, let's make the items summon it. Okay, let me move that model out of repository. Let's say here, and let's commit the changes. Okay, and now if we go to the item, See, it is going to have okay, oxidation level is for later. Wonder how I'm going to do it. Probably changing texture should be fine. See, where does it spawn the item? Okay, spawn entity, and instead of abstract minecart entity, to spawn the wheelbarrow entity. Okay, yeah, I don't have the create method on it. Let's see what does the minecart entity create method looks like. Okay, here it is. And there was a difference between that and just calling it new. See, new takes in the entity type, the world. Create takes in, okay, the item stack and other stuff too. So let's see here. It creates a variant based on the not sure what, but I'm guessing the type. Okay, and that's passed here. That's easy enough. Okay, so what do I have? I have the init data tracker, I have the type enum, type logic, and NBT logic. Oxidation level, that's unused for now. Static, okay. I will going to need the public static. Let's just copy that and we will see. If that works. Okay, so without that, we'll just summon the default variant we have. I think it's just called the new, didn't it? Yeah, with these. See. Borrow entity and here. Entity type, copier, not sure what that is. And I'm guessing I don't have the app constructor that looks like that. So let's see, this is the item. Here I need the constructor that takes in the world. And this has the previous X, Y, and Z. Not sure what that's used for. Entity type, abstract minecart entity. The constructor is undefined. Okay, I do take the type. Maybe I need to extend to that. Okay, it seems to work fine. And any errors? Yep. Constructor. Okay, it shouldn't be undefined now. See, I take the entity to see it's world and X, Y, and Z. So I wonder why the minecart doesn't pass that. Like it has 4 arguments here, yet here it only has to pass 3. Not sure why. Actually, let's just try to chat GPT it real quick. So that would be Minecraft's built-in abstract Minecraft entity. The method create. That seems to call. Oh, wait, actually, it's calling the children, like the specific chest and stuff. So I'm guessing these pass the type, yes. Yep, okay. So. Okay, so that's why. I'm guessing I just don't need the type in that case. Okay, close the wrong thing, I think. Model, but wheelbarrow entity. Okay, so if I don't have that type, I mean, I kind of do have a type here. Hmm. Okay, I'm kind of lost. Because how do these get their type from? Could the constructors both have the entity type? This is just, okay, this is an enum, a type. I'm guessing I need entity type. Man, do I need? What is this? This is a chest minecart. This is a chest minecart entity, and this is the entity type chest minecart entity. Do I pass here? Like just this? New? No. Oh man, I'm lost. Wait, how do I create it? Take in the... Okay, I don't create it. It takes in the constructor. Man. Rather, it takes in the new function. It will call. Okay, actually, let's try to see how this sled entity does it. Sled model. Create bamboo mesh. Create mesh. Okay, not model. I need the sled entity. Okay, so it has two constructors, and one uses a level. Where the level is, okay, both use level. I have instead of level, I have the world. Mod registry sled get. Okay, so I should just be able to get the mod entities. Wheelbarrow, I'm guessing. Okay, that's odd. Sure how all of these imports got here. Or syntax. Is there one? I don't think so. Let's see. World. Okay, this constructor seems fine. What's the error syntax? Hmm. Okay, I think Maybe the LSP is lagging. I shouldn't have done it because now it is starting. Fortunately. But with some errors. It looks like. Create. See the method create world X, Y, and Z. Okay, and this type. So I do have type, I do have stack, and I do have a player. So let's see, type, stack, player. It's not applicable for the argument server world, that's correct. Double, double, double. Abstract minecart entity, okay, so that's what I think have wrong. And I have this type here. Okay, that's why. So let's see. It takes in a type. I'll just get rid of that for now. Let's change it to do. Now, without the type, do I need the type? Type is, where is it used? Doesn't seem to be used anywhere. Remove that and remove that. Okay. And this should hopefully make it so that the item spawns the entity. Okay, don't need block bench open. Okay, that's nice. Spam my entities. Really cool. Spawn them on top of each other. And do they have a shadow? No, they don't seem to have a shadow. Okay, and I don't do anything. And they don't persist between living and saving the world. So, okay, what was that about? Exception loading entity, read NBT. Okay, so I'm guessing I have an error there. For each remaining, okay, the error doesn't seem to be too helpful. Okay, so then just have an entity on a clean slate, kind of a clean slate. See if I spawn it, there are no warnings. If I exit, there are no NBT thingies. And now if I re-enter the world, there should be same error. Yep. Loading entity NBT, exception loading, read NBT. Okay, so where's my read NBT method? Where am I? I'm in the item. Read NBT, under get NBT. Read custom data, read custom data. NBT contains 8. We may have 8 there. Int type. Okay, not sure what that is. Let's see when the 8 is there. Maybe ChatGPT will know. Read custom NBT is a part of the entity lifecycle in Minecraft modding, specifically used to read custom data from NBT. Named binary tag, okay. 8 represents the NBT type for a string. Okay, so I'm guessing this just has to stay that way, maybe. Okay, let's try to add some logs. And let's see if that does anything. "198 data fixer optimizations took 135 milliseconds." Okay. I'm guessing that entity isn't preserved, like it's gone now. It caused an error. Logged in with entity name. Okay, so I'm guessing that's the mine entity, the player. And now, see if I leave, enter. Wheelbarrow reading NBT inside the if statement. So I'm guessing I do get inside of the read statement, if statement, because I write something to it. Put string. Okay, so let's try to ChatGPT that too. If present or else entity, get entity from NBT. Load entity from NBT, load entity with passengers. Go there, let's just get the oh, maybe not all of that. Let's say up to that. Let's see. Here you're encountering is a. Okay, is a. That's good enough, I guess. Let's move on. See this LED entity, NBT. Read additional save data and write spawn data. Level is client side, play sound. Read UTF. Okay. Maybe the issue is, I wanted to say that the issue might be that I'm saving, oh man, that I'm saving a string and trying to read it as an integer, but no. Actually, yes, I seem to be saving a string. Here, I want to get back an integer. Maybe, not sure what 8 is. And I think I got it from the boat, so let's see. We have a boat anywhere. Import boat entity. Yeah, I think boat entity is that. Yeah, it has got, okay, but it says it as a string too. So let's see what ChatGPT has to say. Check the NBT structure. Inspect the read custom data from NBT method. In your custom entity class, confirm that the keys used for reading method reading match the keys used for writing. Okay, they seem to think I have oxidation level and oxidation level. Set oxidation and this oxidation level. Get oxidation level. And type, get type. Tracker. So and this, okay, so data tracker has it in an integer. NBT has it in a string. I actually log out the NBT. See. Okay, and let's see. Finish reading what ChatGPT has to say. Logging and debugging, exception handling, check dependencies, consult money documentation. Okay, so nothing. Let's see if I can log the whole NBT out. And if that doesn't work, or rather, that doesn't clear things up, then I will see, okay, what's being saved after I 300 seconds for distance, invulnerable, oxidation level copper, and position, and ID. Okay, so all of that seems to be fine. Mortal cooldown, motion. Okay, so let's see when this returns. And what type do I get back? And then let's see if I get the set oxidation level method. Okay. Okay, what should I make work first? The oxidation levels or the like getting in and out the entity? Okay, reading NBT. I didn't get to inside if statement rather. I didn't get to inside, rather this didn't get logged out. So there seems to be an issue with getting. Okay, so let's first try getting the string. I think that's the issue. I have the type here and it shouldn't be oxidation level, okay. Yeah, I first check if it exists and then I read it out. I didn't update that. Okay, so now the entity should stay in between different world loads. All of this to sync that damned wolf. Define sync the data. Yeah, I might need that. Control sounds, I think. Can be collided with is pushable. Okay, so I'm guessing if I add these, then it will start behaving like an actual entity instead of a floating texture. We will see. Okay, that's really nice. Okay, so there's that. That's cool. And okay, so next thing, let's get it to have a shadow. One step at a time. See. Okay, I don't think I needed these. I don't think I want it to be normal actually. See if that breaks it. I don't think it should. Context. Okay, it always returns the player entity. And what else did I add? Okay, so wheelbarrow is for... Okay, so the mod entity is for create. Method. World. And this is for logging. Stay for now. Logger, okay, cleaned up all the logs, and now here's the spawning. Setio and spawn entity. Okay, so I don't think I have this I mean, I do have SETI on, because otherwise I would have an error, but it doesn't seem to doing anything. Okay, that's unused, whatever. Okay, so shadow. Where is the shadow added? Either in the renderer. Or in the model. Okay, not here. Just see the fabric wiki. Not block entity, but just entity and shadow. Renderer wants 3 parameters. Okay, but this is the mob entity renderer. Okay, and actually, I set it in the shadow, I think, now I remember. So I was setting the shadow, I think, here. So let's see, render, yes, here is shadow radius. What's the difference between lowercase and uppercase f? I think I prefer the lowercase. Okay, Hutao, thank you for the follow. Huge. Okay, let's see now. It should have a shadow. Okay, nice. So let's see what the shadow for the boat is. The minecart, and let's make that the same. Okay, actually, look, minecart has 2 shadows now. One is on the rails and one is below it on the ground. That's cool. Rather, that's odd. Okay, whatever, let's not focus on the shadow, actually. It doesn't matter for now. Shadow and cleanup. See with shadow in, let's see what else is here. Model, textures. Okay, so this has multiple textures. And okay, all of these textures are in the renderer. Okay, so I'm guessing I'm going to need that too. Then based on the type that's inside of the entity, I'm guessing I will, yeah, return the appropriate texture. So that should be easy enough. But let's now check out those properties that maybe make it pushable and other stuff. Let's first check out the boat entity. And here, but inside of... Yeah, actually that was the file, I think. Inside of here. See what cool stuff does this have. Pressing, not sure what that is. Water level, nearby slipperiness, location, last location, fall, bubble, wobble, velocity decay, yaw velocity, paddle phases, field 30,700, useful. Next paddle phase, fields, and these. Okay, so let's see. Entity. Okay, all that makes sense. It's eye height. Wonder what that does. What that does. I think maybe that's for when you somehow transform your boat, because in spectator mode I think you can like possess different animals. I'm not sure if you can possess a boat. Let's check that out real quick. If only I could look for the documentation. What these methods do. And it's more fun that way. Get move effect. Not sure what that does. Data tracker collides with. Entity other can collide. Okay, so I'm guessing I'm going to need all of these. Okay, so if other is collidable, or if other is pushable, and if not, is connected through vehicle. Okay, I'm going to need that. Oh wait, actually, yeah, I thought for a second I'm getting that from this LED entity, not from the boat. No, we are good. Okay, let's collapse all of these. So that looking at them is easier. Command. Given a motion vector, okay. Return an updated vector that takes into account restrictions such as collisions from all directions and step up from step height. Okay. I think I'm going to need a step thingy too. Because yeah, I want it to go well, how do I say it? Go up and down, whatever. Okay, so what did I change? Okay, I wanted to see the spectator mode. Spectate. Okay. Let's see. Now I should be able to possess like a turtle. Teleport. Close. Next page. How do I possess a turtle? No longer spectating an entity. Okay, I need to left click it. Okay, and now I'm a turtle, and let's see if I can be a boat. It can be a boat. So I'm guessing that's for what eye level is for. Okay, that's cool. So let's see, where were we? Okay, all of these methods. I need to implement it. We will see. Okay, let's first try to add collisions. Entity is connected through vehicle. Wait, entity is the boat. So the boat is going to need that method, or rather the wheelbarrow. I really don't like the tooltips. That thing when I do a motion. Sure when they showed up. What is this? This is the item. Okay, so let's get all of those methods and paste them in somewhere. Okay, actually, don't need to implement that. Get root vehicle. Okay, so I'll think about that later. Has passenger deep. Get root vehicle. Let's see, entity for entity equals this. Entity has vehicle. Entity equals, okay, so it likes go up the chain, goes up. So let's make a pint thingy because I want to do it. So it basically does this. If this is a boat, then it checks if it's in another boat. Checks if it's in yet another boat and goes up until it finds the root one. Okay, so that's easy enough. Let's see, we added those methods. Let's see what's next. Position in portal. Okay, not sure what that does. Get passenger attachment position. Okay, I'm going to need that. Passenger horizontal offset. Okay, but let's do that in a moment. On bubble column, surface collision. Okay, so I'm guessing it makes it go up. Never mind, it makes it wobble. Bubble wobble. And play a sound to the player. Push away from... Okay, if it's a boat, then it gets pushed by max Y, and otherwise it gets pushed by the minimum Y. Okay, as item, animate damage, can hit. Okay, so I need can hit. Okay, but let's first check if it's collidable. Okay, I'm still a spectator. Okay, I am pushing it really slowly. Okay, I am collidable with it, but I can't push it. And I am colliding with its... Oh man, not that. With its thingy. Okay, so I'm guessing let's adjust that first. That it's more or less correct. Let's actually see the boat. Because it's supposed to get pushed differently. It's pushed by another boat. It's like there's some padding between the boxes. I mean, there's some padding between my box too, my box. Okay, and here there's no padding. And just walk right up to it. How about the minecart? Okay, I can just walk through the minecart. And I guess I don't want that for the wheelbarrow. See, I kind of can walk next to it and then it's pushed. And I walk over it. Okay, and I stand on top of it. So I wonder why the texture fills in that empty box if the hitbox takes care of that anyway. And do I want to update the hitbox now? Because the model is going to change with the wheel added. I guess let's keep hitbox for now, and let's see what's next. Instead of the boat entity. Get move effect. Where is that used? Nowhere. Is there a documentation anywhere for all of those entity methods? Yeah, there kind of is. Kind of sucks that it's not in-game. Represents possible effects of an entity moving. So I'm guessing if it's moved, it only moves. Rather, it does an event. Some none sounds events all. Okay. I really like that inside that this enum has like values. You can call that enum and you can also get its values. Seem to be a tuple. It's cool. Maybe. Does Java have tuples? Not sure. So what's next? Okay, that can stay. Wait, this is the class entity. Let me see, how do I read that? Summary, class entity, okay, that's correct. Mappings. So nested class summary, nested classes, field summary, move effect, protected, get move effect, returns the possible effects of an entity moving. Okay, set no gravity, has no gravity. Set silent is silent, play sound, has wings, add the flap effects. Add the effects of this entity flapping, usually to the world the entity is in. The actual flapping loading should be done in tick instead. Play swim sound, okay. On block collision. I'm going to need on entity collision at some point to like yoink the entities inside. Like I want it to be a boat, but one that you can actually drive, that moving into the villagers is easier. Like moving entities. Okay, so let's skip these and let's continue with seeing what the boat does. What's the default get move effect? Okay, and by default it has all, which I don't think it's true. Events. Do I have any events? Okay, for now, let's add that and let's have it be none. Move effects, none. Never mind, actually, it's going to have the play sound, probably. See, none is false, false. True, false, true, true, and false, true. Private, entity, move effect. Okay, sounds and events. Let's see, if you specify events, then it has no sounds, but it has events. And if you specify sounds, then it has sound but has no events, and all is all. Okay, not sure if move effect happens when it is moving or when you simply okay, sorry, lost my train of thoughts. I got distracted, I got the text. Okay, sorry, had to respond. So where was I? Yeah, if moving is like all of the entity movement, or if it's just, because boat definitely has like moving sounds, I think. Actually, let's check. There's a paddle sound. Yeah, there's the paddle sound. It seems to be, is it different in water? Under? Yeah, it is different. Okay. Now I can get out. Okay, so I'm guessing the move effect is for something else. Maybe for this. Okay, so let's just keep it empty. Let's move on. So there's positioning portal. There is Position portal, there's get passenger attachment pose, position. Okay, I will need that. Get passenger list, size. Okay, so if there's more than one passenger, then it's horizontally moved a bit. And if it's an animal entity, okay, then it's a bit different too. Okay, so that's easy enough. And it returns a vector. Okay, so I don't can't right click on it at the moment, it doesn't do anything. Okay, I can on that, on that, yeah, it does nothing when I click on it. So let's move on. On bubble column, that, push away from. See what does the push away from method do. Okay, it doesn't seem to have a description. What does it do? Okay, it pushes away. Wow, shocking. Okay, but let's see if. Okay, so I think it specifies when it's actually pushed from a different entity. So at the moment, I am collidable, so I can get stuck on it, but I'm not being pushed away, or rather, I can't push it away. Let's see if I add it, if it makes it work. Okay, I'm not sure if I need that extra logic. Just try to make it like that. In the minimum bounding box. And see what that does. Okay, it is it getting pushed away? No, not at all. It's not moving. Okay, let's rotate it for some reason that way. Oh, not sure why. Okay, so I still can't move it. I still can't hit it. So let's keep going. Okay, as item. Okay, I probably need that. And I'm going to need a switch of the type. Okay, so let's add that. Okay, and that would mean, okay, no, it's fine. Item. See, mod items. See, copper wheelbarrow. I'm going to need 4, I think. And that. This get variant, no. I need which. Okay, not sure what that does. Maybe this. Get sedation level. Ordinal. And if I comment one case, okay, it doesn't tell me if I cover all the cases. Did I miss the default case? Yes. Okay, but actually, I mean, it should tell me if I'm missing default case. Okay, there's a type mismatch. Okay, so if I add a case 5, does it tell me that my enum does not have the 5th case? Nope, it doesn't. If I get rid ordinal, now it's just the type. Where's my type? Okay, I can just say that. Okay, so that's nice. Not sure why I would want to use ordinal copper. Okay, but I still need the default case. So let's ask ChatGPT. Why would I want use ordinal? Okay, let's see. My item has following method. When does it use the ordinal presentation? Instead of the just using the enum. Also, are there benefits to doing so? Also, why does the case or the switch statement too little too many cases with ordinal only has 4 variants. So case 5 shouldn't allowed. Why does the switch statement not tell me when I cover too little too many cases with the ordinal syntax, as in my type only has 4 variants, so case 5 shouldn't be allowed. I also want to ask why I have to have a default if I cover all cases. Using the ordinal method to retrieve the ordinal value of an enum and then using it in switch statement is generally discouraged. It is better to use the actual enum values directly in the switch statement. Here's why. Brittleness, no compile time checks. Okay, that's correct. Using the enum directly ensures all are covered. Okay. And I've guessed all of these. Still, I have a question as to why do I need to copper, let's see, exposed and oxidized. Okay, so let's see if I miss one. It doesn't tell me. Okay. To be getting any errors. Of all 4 of my enums variants. See. Okay, the enum constant oxidize needs a corresponding, okay. So I do get that. Error. That needs a corresponding label. Okay, so it does tell me when I don't have a case, whether when I don't have a case and I don't have a default, but I apologize for any confusion. If you are not receiving compile time errors when you miss a case in your switch statement, it might be due to the default case that covers all cases, and preventing the compiler from issuing an error. Okay, so that's correct. I get rid of sorry. If I get rid of the default variant, then I do get an error. Now, if you miss any enum constant in the switch statement, the compiler will generate an error. This approach is more robust and helps. Okay. Right, without the default case, I get a compile error. However, with all cases covered, the turn item it might not have been initialized. I see, and the warning you are encountering is likely due to the fact that the compiler cannot determine if all possible paths through the method initialize the item variable, although it may seem clear to you that all cases occur. So that's just how it works. So maybe I can do, yeah, just keep it like that, whatever. I'm fine with it. And now with asItem method, okay, let's see, let's go in through the method. Anyway, damage, okay, I need can hit. I'm guessing this is removed, not sure what that does yet. Do I have it's removed? No, it's default for the entity, and it does look like this. Removal reason is not null. Set step height. Get step height. Okay, I probably need to do that. Actually, will I? Maybe not. Maybe I just want it to be jumpable in. See, I also want to see. Could make the hitbox be a box. It's whatever. Modding fabric is there a way to make the entities cube? So for example, I'm pretty sure I played once with a mod that did that. Or maybe I'm imagining it, but whatever. For example, if I have a boat, the jump in it colliding with the walls and standing on the floor instead of floating. And it has an interact thingy. The bounding box, okay, well I think this is still a box. So that's whatever. Just skip that and continue. Can hit. Update tracked position and angles. See what that does. I mean, probably what it says. Shocking. Position and angles. Okay, no description. I mean, not like one's needed. But yaw, but pitch, lerp. Okay, so I think that was the linear interpolation. Get linear interpolation target. Okay. So probably this is for making it do stuff smoothly. Not sure why it needs to be specified. Like, why wouldn't the entity take care of it? Maybe because it has to also take care of the both yaw and both pitch. Let's see what the default one does. Okay, now it has that. I'm not sure. Propulsion steps. Load pitch. Okay, whatever. Layer, linear interpolation, get movement direction. Get horizontal facing, rotate Y clockwise. Okay, so I probably will need that. Direction. Probably from math. Superposition in portal. Okay, so I'm guessing this gets the... Okay, so I think this is for... So it behaves like a living entity inside of a portal. Okay. Tick. Okay, so what does it do on tick? This location equals this location. This location is check location. Then if location is different from underwater, if it's not underwater, and if it's not under flowing water, this ticks underwater is 0, and otherwise it's increased by 1. Okay. Yes, I think the ticks underwater were used for kicking the kicking the passengers out. Let's see, actually. I mean, I wanted to see what it looks like. It's like that I can't modify those methods. Yeah. And adjust them, like add some logs. Yeah, so this is immovable. Now, if I make like a column there, let's take some stone, the water bucket. Okay, and let's see if I make a fountain here, and I ride into it. Okay, yeah, then I sink, and after a while, yeah, I will be kicked out. Okay. 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 That's nothing too complicated. Not too complicated. Let's see. Okay, yeah, the next line. Removal passengers after I've been for 60 ticks. So that is, let's see, 20 ticks a second. So 3 seconds. Okay, get damage wobble ticks. So if I have been wobbling, okay, then I wobble for some wobble less. So I go down. Wobble strength is... Okay, so if it's greater, okay, then it goes down too. Okay, and I call that tick, and then I update the position and rotation. Okay, so if is logical site for updating movement, and I set the paddles moving, there if. Okay, so if the first passenger, okay, if the first passenger is not an entity, and I stop moving the paddles, otherwise I update velocity. If I'm inclined, then I update the paddles. I send a packet. Is paddle moving 0? Is paddle moving 1? Okay, so some packets. And that's happening in client. So I'm guessing this is sending a packet to other players. Rather, to all players. And the paddles are moving. Let's see, left paddling and right paddling. Oh, it's always left stop. The problem, okay, because of this. Where's the end of that? Okay, now. It's a logical site for updating movement. So probably something about this server. It should be returning if I'm on the server. Okay, now if I'm on... If the entity is the controlling passenger. Here, if the controlling passenger is the player entity, and I return this main player. Not sure what that does. Let's try to find out. Fabric. Let's see. Player entity. 119.3, whatever. Is main player. Okay, but does it mean like this is me? What does it mean? This is the client player entity. Another entity is main player, like that's a player entity. Okay, else can move voluntarily. Okay, so can move voluntarily. This returns if I'm not on client. Okay, so let's go. I'm sorry. To yawn. Let's go through that once again. So this logical site for updating movement. So either if the controlling passenger. Okay, but doesn't make sense because the player entity, rather, what am I comparing it to? So I get the controlling passenger, and I check if the passenger is a player entity, and if it's the main player. Otherwise, if can move voluntarily, which is if I'm not on client. Okay, that's not too clear, but whatever. Next, this update velocity. Is that defined or is that inside of the entity? Yes, this is here. Cool. Now, okay, and this was for animating the packets. This move. Movement type. What are the movement types? Self, player, piston. And by the velocity. Otherwise, I just set velocity to 0. Okay. Sorry. Handle bubble column. And now for 0 and 1, so 2 times, I do is paddle moving. Okay, so I check the left and the right paddle. And I do if it's silent and okay, and if the paddle phase is between some values, then I play the sound C, D equals E is 1, then Z, and otherwise X. Oh man. Looking at all of that got me yawning so hard. Okay, so if I'm not playing any sound event, then I guess I create a sound event. Play sound to the player entity. To nothing actually. Where am I? I'm in the world. Nullable. Where's nullable come from? Let's see. Where the import is. Okay, there's no import, unfortunate. Okay, what is that file? Okay, just entity. Okay, so I play sound to a player at, I think. Oh man, sorry. At a location. It's a sound event. Okay, so if I am already playing a sound, I'm guessing I update the sound. See. So these are the volume and pitch. Okay. Here I do the this variable. Where did it go? Rather, where is it used? Okay, where is it used in that method though? Okay, so is it just let's see. I make a array of floats. This paddle phases. Okay, and I update, so I'm guessing this is updates by reference. Updates the paddle phase at that I would be okay for either the left or the right paddle by that thing. Fine. And it's so hard to get through. And otherwise, if it's not moving, then I set it to 0. Now what does its moving look like? And I should have skipped all of that. Because I don't have any paddles. Oh man, I didn't want to close that. No, bold entity. Where was I? I was in tick. Okay, so paddle logic. And check boat collision. So if I get a list of all other entities other than this inside of a box. And let's expand that slightly. And by all the entities that can be pushed by. Okay, so I check. I get all entities. Okay, so predicate is for checking. Okay, so it's like a callback, I guess. It returns if whatever is inside can happen. That's easy enough. And if all of the entities that can be pushed by that boat. See if list is not empty. Okay, and that will be the end. So if list is not empty, I get BL. What's that? If I'm on this server and the controlling passenger isn't a player entity, then I have an iterator over that list. While true, okay, what? Okay, return from the whole function. So if I don't have next, do while entity has passenger. Okay. Oh man. So here's the an entity. Here I iterate through the entities, and once I'm done, I return. What does it do? Ask ChatGPT because I'm struggling. I think it tries to skip all of the entities that it's a passenger of. Okay, not first part. This probably, I think, skips all the other entities that it is a passenger of. Then, see if I'm on this server and the controlling passenger is not an player entity. I get the passenger list size. Okay, so if the passenger list size is lesser than max passengers and I don't have a vehicle and the entity is smaller than boat. Okay, then it starts riding it. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the logic for yoinking the entities. They're smaller than the boat and aren't a water creature and aren't a player. Okay, so it can't yoink players, it can't yoink fish, it can't yoink unliving entities. Can yoink everything that is smaller than boat. Okay, so okay. Okay, that's clear enough. Let's make sure. Rather, let's see what ChatGPT comes up with. This line retrieves a list of other entities in the world that collide with the bounding box of the current entity. This bounding box is expanded in the sorry. This bounding box is expanded in the X, Y, and Z dimensions by specified values. Precious handling. Okay. If it's not empty. Actually, let's see. What's the first line for? Or rather, why would I check? Okay, if I'm on this server, that's fine. I wonder why not done earlier. Hmm. Wonder how these two are exited and why it's nested from maybe a decompile issue. Hmm. Let me think. Why would I need to check that? See if I'm on this server, that's whatever, and the controlling passenger. Oh, it's not the player. Okay, so I think that's for making it so the boat only yoinks stuff when nothing is when player isn't riding it. Okay, we got there finally. So if it has one cow in it, then it can like a second cow and get inside. Actually, let's check if it's going to yoink two cows. Can it have a cow inside it? Actually? It can have a villager. It can have, okay, so it just checks the width. The width, I think it's probably the bigger one of the two. Like the long side. Okay, so let's see if in my little test chamber I got alert with chickens. Okay, that's not... That, oh man, and I can't get rid of it. Oops. Okay, I can hit it. Okay, nice, I can hit it. I think I've just added that. Okay. I'll need to add next the destroying it. Okay, man, I think it's all downhill from here. Like, I don't foresee any future complications. Like, it all should be rather straightforward from now. Here. Okay, so let's leave that here. Actually need a boat. Let's get rid of that one and let's make another chamber. While this one is occupied. Okay, chicken. Okay, chicken got yoinked. Now I believe another chicken should be able to be yoinked. Okay, yep. Okay, so that's easy enough. Okay, so I'm glad to know that's how it works. Is it League of Legends music? Yep. Okay. And I close that again. See what's after tick. After tick. Stack. No. Handle bubble column. Okay, so probably all the helpers. Get paddle sound event. Want to orient 4. Check location. We'll have to add the sounds. So let's leave that for later. Okay, so I just found a complication, future complication. I have no sounds seem hard. Complete position and rotation. Where was that used? Okay, here in tick. Yeah, I already saw that. Set paddle movings. Okay. Interpolate paddle phase. Clamped. In linear interpolation. Clamped between, not sure what. Start and start and a delta. Okay. Check location. Okay, so let's see. Get underwater location. If location is not null, this water level is get bounding box max y. Okay, so does it? I think that's open the game again. I think that's for making it so that when the boat is on water and the bounding box is all underwater. Maybe. Or maybe this water level is calculated differently and I return location. Otherwise, if the boat is in water, then I return in water, land, and in air. Okay, so if I'm not in water, then I'm probably on land. And if slipperiness is greater than 0, then I return on land. Otherwise, I'm in air. Okay, that's odd. See what does the bounding box look like when the boat is in water. Yeah, so water level must be used. to make it be... I think the texture actually is probably so that it doesn't fill and there's no water inside. Because let's see, if I check minecart, then it will probably flood with water. Yep. Okay. Can I have a slab there? And let's close that. Okay, yeah, and it's empty inside. So there's it fills with water. Okay, nice. Oh man, so easy. Still next, get height and water height below. Where is that used? What layer am I on? Okay, correct one. Get water height below. Okay, so this is for the set position. Okay, so of almost a full height, but a bit. Okay, whatever. I don't need to know the specifics. Okay. Label, continue label, mutable. Not sure what that does. Seeing it nearby slipperiness. Slipperiness. Yes, it probably gets like block nearby. Check boat in water. Where's that used? Okay, in check location. Actually, okay, get underwater location. Beyond is probably the same thing, or no, it's false. It's set through their world get fluid state. Okay, so I'm guessing this is a mutable lock position because it will be mutated every loop. So it goes through the bounding box. Yep. Okay. Okay. I probably have to take care of my thing sinking too. Or maybe I won't. Maybe it just does that. If fluid isn't still, then I return under flowing water. Okay. Update velocity. Update paddles. If I have passengers, into that, okay, they hate early returns, I guess. Set U, set velocity. Okay. Get passenger horizontal offset. Okay, so by default it's 0. It probably has to just have that. It's smaller than boat. Okay. Width. Okay, so it has to be. Actually, let's check. Can yoink a horse? Probably not. Shouldn't be able to yoink a cow, I think. Pretty sure I've seen a boat yoink a cow. Let's see, a boat and a cow. Maybe actually it can't. Okay, so it probably can't yoink a cow, okay. So it can yoink only smaller animals. I think I want to make my wheelbarrow just yoink everything, because that's its main use. I want it to be used for yoinking animals. So like you pull up to a chicken and yoink, you have a chicken. chicken. You pull up to a cow, yoink, you have a cow. You pull up to everything, probably other than players, and you yoink it. So you cannot yoink a turtle. Man, no! Why you do that? Okay. It probably can't yoink a turtle. Okay, so I'll just check probably for everything that's not the Wither and the Ender Dragon. Is there an Ender Dragon spawn egg? Ender race. Okay, never mind, there isn't. What a Wither. Nope, okay. Let's summon one. Done. Okay. Okay. Oh man, sorry. Not entity. C. Type equals Minecraft Ender Dragon. Okay. Damage has been done. It's fine. Okay, so we'll have to check. Can yoink an Ender Dragon? Probably. Actually, never mind. I think I should have a width limit that works for like modded entities. So the width will probably be like the biggest animal, either horse or a cow or a turtle. Yeah, so like you shouldn't be able to yoink a Ravager, I don't think. Maybe you should. We will see. So what's next? Let's finish reading through the boat stuff and update passenger position. Where's that used? Okay, so this is just for overwriting the method, or maybe I'm not sure if it's overwriting or if it's like appending thing to it, because I saw the what are they called? The decorators kind of did that. You could like append, like make it inject at head or probably tail or something like that. I guess classes don't work like that. Actually, these were classes, but whatever. What's next? Update passenger for dismount. Okay, so I'm guessing this is where the passenger gets dismounted. Update passenger for. Okay, so I think this is super thingy. Let's see if it just calls. Okay, never mind. It. Okay, so it returns a vector. Okay, so if it doesn't do that, or if it's not, is water. If a block position is not water. Okay, so I think this is for making it have a different behavior in water on land. Wait, if it's not water, a block position to which is a block below, maybe? Yeah, it seems to be the block below. Block below, yeah, a block below of the boat. If it's not water, then we do something special, and otherwise we just do the default one. Okay, I would have thought that's the other way around, like water has some special logic. Okay, but let's skip that for now. See, clamp passenger yaw. Okay, I'm not sure which one the yaw is. I've already asked that. Yaw. Left and right rotation and pitch is up and down. Okay, so left and right rotation. Can't quite visualize that. Like, is it turning left and right? Yeah, it is. Okay, and this is roll. Okay. I don't think there's roll in Minecraft actually. I mean, there is for the when you hit a boat, the wobble. So let's see. Come passenger you, okay. On passenger, look around. Okay, so that's for making it so I can look. Can't look like 360 when I'm inside of a boat, and I think, can minecart do that? I'm inside of a minecart, yeah, there's the 360. 360. I'm in boat, okay, I can't look behind. Wonder why if I'm going backwards, the paddles are not moving. On passenger, look around and clamp. Right, custom data to NBT, okay, so this is for the type. Interact, okay, so I need that. If player should cancel interaction, not sure whether that happens, and why do I need to take care of that instead of it happening somewhere else, but sure. Interact, if I'm underwater for longer than 60 seconds, and if it's the server, okay, if I'm underwater for less than 3 seconds, which is 60 ticks, then you can start riding it, and action gets omnomnommed, hidden, sorry. Otherwise, you simply interact with it. Okay, so I'm guessing something else takes care of the interaction. Fall. Okay, fall seems complicated. On landing, get fluid state. See, why would it need a special fall logic? What happens if a boat falls on the ground? I use a dispenser for that. Okay, so that's not a dispenser. Places the items. Dropper. Maybe. Not that. This. They saw on minecart has special dropper or dispenser interaction. Okay, this does the same thing. So let's see. If there's a dispenser, let's first check the dropper and the minecart. Okay, then it always places the item, or rather spits out the item. I'm guessing the dispenser places it on the rails if there are any. Yep, okay. So let's see. What does the boat falling do? It probably actually paddles. Does it? Man. Man. Okay. Oh, it gets destroyed. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that, but if I'm inside then it won't get destroyed. I wonder why is that? Okay, so should find the logic for yep, drop us item. Get the base block and stick. Kill. Okay, so that's easy enough. And this is for fall. Where was that? Actually, did I get there? Fall. Okay, so fall is, I'm guessing, an entity method. So it goes through that. If it's not in a vehicle, if on ground. Okay, so if fall distance is greater than 3 blocks, then if location is on land and this on landing, okay, so if I have fallen and the fall distance was greater than 3 blocks, then I'm chilling, I'm guessing. So let's see. 2, 3. Okay, can I just, okay, on the tip. And let's see, 3 blocks should... Nothing should happen. Okay, and just chills. And 4 blocks. Let's see. If I'm on the server and I'm not removed. Okay, so this is if I fall on the ground, and else if with this water. Yes, I'm guessing this will make it so it like sinks a bit and comes back up. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, let's see. After 4 blocks, or rather 4 blocks should make it get destroyed. Seems like not many blocks. Nope. See, how much does it have to fall? Handle full damage. Okay, so it takes full damage. Is handle full damage. If is full damage immune, then I chill, and otherwise okay, so I go through all the passengers and what do I do? I make them handle full damage. Damage multiplier. Okay, I mean entity. Okay. So this handle full damage, and the damage multiplier is 1. And shockingly, handle full damage takes in a fall in damage sources. That's odd. So okay, I make all the entities handle full damage. That's multiplied by 1. That's unchanged. If do entity drops. Okay, so I'm guessing this. There's this. Okay, never mind. I make myself handle full damage. If it has passengers, then I make all of these passengers have full damage. Okay, so probably boat is full damage immune. Then I just return false. Okay, so when doesn't get destroyed? It's greater than 0. This is removed. And I kill it. Okay, so let's see, maybe it has to be like 5 blocks. Actually, I think because this, the full distance, is taken from the velocity. So probably in just 4 blocks. Don't make the full velocity. Full distance, rather. 3. And that doesn't really make sense. Okay, so it probably has to be whatever. I don't need to know the exact number. Let's continue. Okay, now I want to check what happens when it falls on water. And just chills. Okay, I don't think that's correct because it seems to ease its fall a bit. Okay, but that's when it's empty. Okay, so it just lands flat, and if I'm inside, okay, it also lands just flat. anything. Fluid state in block position, one down, is in water, and height difference is smaller than 0. Yes, and then I set default distance. So I'm guessing I subtract the height difference. Okay, whatever. See now, is paddle moving? Set bubble wobble ticks. Get bubble wobble ticks. Interpolate bubble wobble. So fun to say. Set variant. Get variant. Okay, I have these. Cannot passengers. So I need that. And max passengers. I will need these. I will need to update their positions. See, push away from. Actually, before I do the passengers, I want to. What's that sound? Something's drowning. I think a squid. Yep. So. Okay, so I want to be able to push it the same way I can push a boat or a minecart. See. Okay. Probably the same way I can push the minecart. That seems to be a bit different from boat, yeah, because boat pushes me back. Minecart just goes wherever. Actually, maybe a boat. Like, it also pushes me back a bit. Yeah, I think a boat is fine. Maybe a bit more responsive, but we'll see. Figure out where it's used. Okay, so let's finish reading that. Passengers, get controlling passenger. Let's see, how's it done? First passenger, and if it's a living entity. Otherwise, I get the controlling passenger of just the entity. Okay. So the passenger is somehow not a living entity. Okay, set inputs. Okay. Get default name. Do I need that? Probably. This as item. Okay, so I want that. Let's have that at the top. Let's have that at the bottom, sure. Text. As item. I'm guessing there's no other way. Get text. Get name. Okay, and returns text. And then what's the difference between this and that? And does text translatable return? Returns a mutable text, and get name returns just text. Whatever, so let's stick with that. And what's next? Is submerged in water. Get default name, get pick block stack. Okay, so I want to do that too. Okay, and let's see now if I middle click it. And I should get the item. And that should be, okay, never mind. Okay, and that should be it. Okay, so first thing would be making it pushable. And then making it have passengers. See, icon, that's done. Make item usable. Okay, so I got that. Add wheelbarrow entity, model. Make item spawn wheelbarrows, okay. In front when collided with entity is put inside. Okay, so now don't need that. Let's see if I middle click it now. Should get the item, okay, that's nice. Okay, great. Okay. So now I'm gonna make it pushable somehow. Yeah, let's first figure out what these two methods do. Push away from. Okay, so I guess let's try to log that if that's happening. Logger string. Let's see, I need entity get bounding box mean y and this get bounding box mean y. And that's not it, that should be concatenation like that. Let's see actually the formatting, print formatting. I think it was in here. Like that. Okay, so I think I want to do that. So I need a 1%. That's logger probably not going to take. Rather. Yeah, logger doesn't accept that, so I need string format. Try. Format. Now I should do from. So entity get bounding box mean y and this get bounding box mean y. See, it doesn't take in a string, so to what does it take in then? Oh, I need info. Okay. If is smaller than that. Okay, let's try to do that. That's how I do it? Maybe I will need a D here. We'll see. So let's try that, because maybe this is doing what it's supposed to do, but the bounding boxes need to be adjusted. And after that, I'm gonna check the direction method. Shader render entity type translucent. Let me see if okay, so I think I already had that. See if there are going to be any logs. Nope. What if I add another entity here? Okay, there are no logs. So I guess that's not what the method is used for. So let's comment that out. Okay, so this is here. And I tick. Okay, so it needs to be done on tick. And this is for every collision. For yoinking, and if I can't yoink it, then I push away. Okay, so now I know what it does. Is smaller than boat. If entity has vehicle, how it handles. Okay, if it's a living entity, and the entity is not a water creature, and it's not instance of player entity. Okay, actually, I think I would like to make my wheelbarrow fillable with water. Then you could yoink water creatures, something like that. We'll see. Just let me read me, and we will see how that goes. Maybe. Okay. That seems fine. Keybind. Eating stuff out in front. Okay, these seem fine. Rather fun and fine. See, if BL was I'm on the server and there's no controlling entity. Okay. So let's figure out what the movement direction does first, and then let's try to implement tick and push away. Let's check block collisions. What does that do? Okay, this is an entity, so whatever. I don't know what that's needed for. Okay, for crashing the game, I guess. Fighting entity with block being collided with. That's probably to ensure that stuff doesn't float into each other, or intersect with each other. That movement direction. Okay, that's not used. So maybe that's what takes care of the boat, rather of fact that the boat faces north, and yet direction is it's rotated correctly. Or maybe not. Okay, maybe useful. We will see. Okay, so let's add the tick thingy. Push away from. See, that's before that. Some reason, okay. If it's another boat, I push it away from max Y. Okay, so I don't think I need that. Let's see how that works. There's padding when. Okay, so I saw that there's padding when I'm pushing two boats, rather pushing one boat with another. Let's check that out on the minecart. Okay, I don't think I'm feeling that song. That's a lot of boats. So let's see. Yeah, so like two boats will push each other like with a bit of space there. My boat will get stuck, or rather a boat will get stuck on my wheelbarrow for now. It should get their bounding boxes. Okay, now there is some That's called margin, whatever, padding. See these two. Okay, so this one probably will have padding too. Yep. So I wonder why that is. About 2 minecarts. Okay, so they have padding too. Okay. I guess everything has padding. Not me. Because I can walk into stuff and then it reacts. Okay, so minecart reacts after a moment. And yeah, the boat is a bit weird. Okay, so I probably want my wheelbarrow to not be like steppable on, like a boat. I don't want you to be able to step on it. Yeah. I also think it shouldn't be pushable like a minecart, but like a boat instead. So you should be able to ride it. There's no need for you to like do all that pushing and shoving. So that seems easy enough. Let's add the tick method. See, 20 ticks per second would be 1 tick every 50 milliseconds. See, I have push away from. Now I need tick method. Let's copy all of it. And let's get rid. Okay, actually, location might be useful. Okay, I don't care about it being underwater for now. Don't care about removing all passengers. Don't have the. Actually, it's just late position and rotation. Okay, so paddle doesn't need to be taken care of, I think. Sorry, that's not how you're supposed to say it. Okay, I don't need that. Probably need like a packet that says that the wheel is moving. You'll see. Okay, there are no paddles. This move, rather this move. Okay, so let's see. This is a default. Okay, nice. This is just inside of the entity class. Otherwise, I set the velocity. I don't need to handle bubble column. Let's see now. This is for paddles. Okay, now I check block collision. I need a list. Okay, so this is that thing. Okay, so this is basically the yoinking range. So let's get rid of that. It's not expanded for now. Basically, you have to ram into something to yoink it. Entity can be pushed by is so if it's a pushable, if it's not under player, I think you can't push other players. And something about teams. Okay, so lower. Iterator. See, so this is a list of entities. And this is if was it for? Let's see if I'm on the server and let's clean that up a bit. Okay, is smaller than because that can be yoinked because that's fun. Public void. And let's for now just be yoinked. So let's just for now copy that. Let's use the width for checking. They can be yoinked here. Sure, I made that void. Or what do I need to? Why would I need to keep track on locations? Can turn in boats. Okay, never mind, that's for passengers, so don't care about that. And then velocity, we'll do that in a moment. This update velocity in the type entity is not applicable for the, okay. Okay, so I'm guessing both overrides this, so that they need no parameters. That's maybe how, why I need to keep track of the location. Okay, but let's get through that first. Let's see, this is if, this is basically if can yoink. Can yoink. Hi, what editor is this? This is NeoVim on Windows, but it's customized by me. Yeah, there's NeoVim. Okay, but it will also be customized a bit. Yeah, I guess. This is the Qt. Actually, not sure what it stands for, but this is the standalone client. This is just running in the Windows terminal, NeoVim. Okay, can yoink, and this is the entities iterator. Okay, not sure why I would need double while true. Okay, no problem. Let's try to ask ChatGPT while it's doubled. Or could this be a decon? The reason you chose that editor and what other have you tried? Well, I used VS Code mainly when I started programming. I used a bit of IntelliJ stuff for in school when we tried Kotlin. Yeah, I think we tried just Kotlin. We used Notepad++ for some because one of our teachers was really archaic. And yeah, I think these are all the editors I tried. And yeah, I switched to NeoVim because I own my laptop. I have an old laptop that I use when I'm not at home, and it struggled with running VS Code. So I just, so yeah, I was looking for an lightweight alternative, and also I heard that NeoVim keybinds are really good, rather Vim keybinds, Vi motions, really good. So yeah, mainly because I have an old laptop that couldn't really run VS Code, and Vim motions were something I wanted to try. I see I was about to suggest IntelliJ, but that would probably not be that lightweight. Yeah, maybe. I guess it's not in an Electron app. Yes, still. I just kind of enjoy the idea of doing everything in terminal. And yeah, I guess the issue with that is I don't have the, for example, for IntelliJ idea, all the nice projects or like related commands. Like I can't just, let's see, I think it was in Fabric Wiki, on Fabric Wiki. Yeah, the setting up ID, have some nice just run project, Gradle settings and all of that. and I think I'm doing just fine if running commands in terminal. So far, yeah, no regrets, I don't think, with NeoVim. Okay, so let's continue. Did the stream just die? I hope not. I think it did. Okay, it did die. Unfortunate. So let's see. Let me restart that. Could not access the specified channel. Please double check your stream key. Okay, it should be back. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can hear me, so I'll type that out. Way. Actually, whatever. I think it's fine. And the stream did die, but it should be back. Sorry for that. Not sure what happened. Okay, so where was I? Canyoning and passenger list is smaller than max passengers. Okay, so I need that. And let's have that above 2. Actually, let me restart that. Okay, sorry. And what's next? So canyoning is okay if, and I have to keep going back over that over that condition. Okay, so I was asking ChatGPT if there would be any reason for having 2 nested while true loops. Can this be a compilation issue? We've been coding for a long time. For like 2 or 3 years. Yeah, I think this is my 3rd year. And yeah, up until now, I was and still am a web developer. Yeah, I wanted to try modding in Java, modding Minecraft, because I have a mod idea. How about you? Are you a programmer? Instance of living entity. And if it's not an instance of water creature entity, okay, let's just remove that for now. We'll see if I can yoink water creatures. And if it's not a player. Okay, that's correct. Start joining. That's built in. Nice, I've been coding since I was 13, but professionally the last 7 years, 5 of them creating Minecraft plugins for a living. Oh, that sounds like really nice. Then, since 13 and for the last 7 professionally. Oh, never mind, since you were 13, but for the last 7 professionally. Let's go. What do you do your plugins in? Make your plugins in? Or like, can you share any? Okay, let's see if that looks presentable. Let's see if I finally can see why I would need 2 while true loops. Actually, why do I need even 1 while true loop? So if okay, I'm guessing I break out of while true loops. X in Y Java. control flow, control structures. Okay, so you break out of the loops, I would guess. Yeah, out of a for loop. I'm guessing out of a while loop too. So return. In Java with IntelliJ, it's for a big Danish server, so unfortunately I can't share any as they aren't public. Okay, no problem. Sounds really cool. Nice. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say, man. I've been, yeah, this is my second week doing it. I started it last week. And yeah, this is the first mod I'm working on. That's just supposed to be a simple wheelbarrow. So I can learn what the modding looks like. And after that, I want to make a much bigger mod. And there's my non-interactive wheelbarrow with no texture. Right, modding is a bit like plugins, so maybe I can help you if you're stuck on anything. Okay, thank you. So far, I've been doing okay. Yesterday, I was a bit stuck on making a custom entity because it turned out that you can't extend an abstract minecart entity for some reason. Yeah, today, so far, it's been going smoothly. Okay, so let's see. I need to manage the location and velocity and finally figure out what's the deal with the while true. Let's see, I go through all the entities. Okay, but I never exit the while true statement. Rather, never exit it if... And there's another while loop. Entity equals as passenger. Okay, so I think I already had ChatGPT explain that to me. For each entity, it checks conditions and performs action based on those conditions, okay? If the conditions aren't met, then push away, and otherwise start writing. Okay, but what's that about? Go through all the entities, and I set the entity to the last entity. And I do that while entity has a passenger. Okay, so I'm guessing this is to handle case where the entity isn't a living entity. So like when I put a boat inside another boat, I do that. Minecraft. Flying boats. How can I summon boats with different types? Okay, let's actually not go down that rabbit hole, and let's stick to what we are doing. Okay, so if entity has a passenger. So actually, do I do that just once? Like the method naming yoinked. It's not a wording I have seen a code before, huh? Yeah. I think there will also be it at some point, because I want you to be able to tip the wheelbarrow and yeet the entity onto the next block. Okay, so how many times do I do that? While entity has passenger, this. Okay, but I check the entity. Okay, so every time the entity has changed with every iteration, and then... Okay, wait, but I go through all the initial entities. I set the entity, and once I went through, where are you from and do you stream often? I'm from Poland, and yeah, I try to stream every day. I've been streaming every weekday. Actually, I've been, not sure, last Thursday and Friday. I haven't, but yeah, I try to stream every day, every weekday. Weekends are up to debate, and there should be a schedule below the stream, but like, I started 2.5 hours ago. Like, I will go for half an hour, an hour more around that time. Are you from... Wait, Danish. Polish, it's Dania. I'm not sure what it's called in English. Danish. Denmark, okay. Man, I blanked on that. Yeah, Denmark, okay, nice. I work with Polish consultants at the moment, super nice people. Okay, nice to hear that. Happy to hear that. Error or oversight. Okay, so I'm still trying to parse through that while loop. Entities has next. Okay, so I go through the initial entities that can be yoinked. Rather, that are inside the collision box. And I check if that entity has a passenger. And if the passenger is that boat, while entity has a passenger, that's not okay. So I think this is for excluding the entities that are a passenger. Good to go. I work quite a lot, but I will try to catch you if you stream again. Okay. Thank you. So, and I'm not. Thank you. Not sure how to respond to that. Okay. Good luck at work. Have fun. Whatever you wanna do at work. Thanks for tuning in. So this is for parsing through all the entities that this boat is a passenger of. I'm not sure how a boat can be a passenger of it. Okay, but and they have to comment it, or will I remember it? Okay, let's hope I remember it. That entity has passenger this. Yeah, I think that's the only thing that makes sense. Let's just hope ChatGPT confirms it. And the code snippet is a part of a loop and iterates over a collection of entities using an iterator. The loop continues to iterate as long as the current entity has a passenger, i.e. another entity riding on it. Okay, yep, good that far. Do while loop executes, loop body, checks if there are more entities in the iterator. If not, the loop exits early using return. Okay, so if I went through the whole iterator, okay, so I do that just once, and then I stay inside of the while loop. Now I check if a boat can yoink, and if it has place, or rather if it has a passenger spot. And if entity doesn't have a vehicle. Not sure what entities have vehicles. But okay. While, let's see, checks if the current entity has a passenger. If it does, the loop continues, otherwise it exits. Current entity is a passenger. And if that passenger is the boat, I'm assuming. This checks if the entity I'm on is a passenger, and if that passenger is the, I mean, this. Yep, I mean, it can't know that, but that should be on the, yeah, passenger list contains whatever I pass inside. Okay. So let's see, can be yoinked. Rather, if this can be yoinked, entity, okay, so if an entity can be yoinked, and if it's a living entity, and if it's not a player. Okay, so that should be straightforward, and Okay, man, I'm not a fan of the formatting here, but whatever. Doesn't matter too much. Okay, so let's fill the missing functions. So check location, this check location. Does an entity have location? No. So what does the boat's check location do? Okay, it returns that thing. So I'm guessing this will, but do I need the logic with related to checking the location? I would guess maybe not. Or actually, let's get back to when before we move on. Let's check while why there's a while true loop here. Nested while true loops are not typically in well-designed code, and they can be a sign of suboptimal or confusing logic. However, in certain cases, it might be a deliberate design choice based on specific requirements, okay? In this case, it seems like there might be an issue with the code or a misunderstanding in its intended logic. The outer while true loop will never exit unless there's a break statement somewhere within it. The nested while true loop itself is problematic because it will run indefinitely unless there's a break or return statement within it. There are a few possibilities. Okay, actually. Okay, wait, because I loop through. Okay, because I take only one entity. Okay, so I stop. I'm guessing this stops on the first entity that can be yoinked, and it doesn't try to yoink anymore in one tick. Okay, so that's fine. So that's why the iterator would be outside, and then it's looped through once, and it sets an entity each time. Okay. Here are a few possibilities. The compilation issues. It's possible that the decompiled code might not accurately. Maybe this is done so that it happens like throughout the whole duration of a tick. Not sure. Error. The compilation issue. It is possible. Error or oversight. It might be an error. Check if there's a missing break. Okay, doesn't seem to be. Intended design. Okay, so just add a comment here. Check what happens without the loop. Maybe it will work fine without that. Without it. Okay. Check location. So that's for tracking the underwater, inner, or in water. Get underwater location. Man, that's rather complicated. Function. Why would I need to do that? Let's see. Why does it care about its location? This location. Okay, so for update velocity, for example, it's different. Okay, so yeah, different locations seem to have different calculations. Seem to have velocity calculated differently. Okay, so this is the update velocity function, by the way. So I do need that, I guess. Okay, and let's. Okay, I wonder what last location is used for. Actually, let's check that out too. Okay, so let's see. If last location is in air and now I'm not in air and I'm not on land. So where am I? If I was in air, now I'm assuming I have landed. Yeah, if I'm no longer in air and I'm not on land. So if I have landed in or under the water. Then water level is Y, set position, okay. Otherwise, Oh man, I love parsing through that. Otherwise, if I'm in water, then there's just velocity decay. If I'm not still moving forwards, makes sense. Otherwise, if I'm under flowing water, then I'm guessing, okay, this is the same, but E goes down, which will probably be, whatever, sinking or something like that. See, what's E? E seems to be Y. Yeah, this is sinking. It's by default has no gravity 0, otherwise, okay, it's a weird number. If I'm underwater, then I continue sinking, I'm guessing, or rather, nah, I go still can, and I still can still move, but slightly slower, like half as fast. See, if I'm in air, there's just velocity decay, and I don't do anything. And if I'm on land, then new velocity is nearby slipperiness. And that's not sure what that is. Is it a slash and an equals sign? Okay, so that's divided by, man blanked on that, and divided by 2 if a player is controlling that. Okay, so I'm guessing this makes it so if a player is inside, then it's either stops faster or stops slower. Wow. Okay, so then I just get velocity. And I'm guessing I multiply all of the vectors thingies. Yaw velocity, okay, so yaw is right and left. I'm guessing that's not sure what the word is. The unresponsive, or however you wanna call it, yawing of a boat. F. Okay, man, I wish these variables were named a bit differently, but whatever. They are decompiled, can't do much about that. So let's see, do I care about all these differently calculated velocities? Okay, let's just for now make everything assume we are in land. Okay, and let's see what last location is used for. Okay, so just for checking if I've been in air and if I have landed in water. Okay, then I just stop. And there's no velocity. Okay, so let's get rid of that. This location. Okay, and update position rotation. Update velocity. So let's make the update velocity. Just do this velocity decay. Okay, I don't have these. Okay, I don't have the last location. Let's first make it always behave like we are on land. That would be underwater, in air, on land. Okay, so that should move like a boat on land initially. I think I'm missing some if statements. Rather, okay. There's that. Nearby slipperiness, I don't think I have that. Velocity decay equals, let's set it to 0.9 F, the same thing the boat does for water. And let's not do anything about slipperiness. Okay, and I don't need these, I guess. Also, that's a very verbose, rather elaborate update velocity function. That's fine. Velocity decay. Okay, so what's next? Need update position and rotation. See, is it before or after the update velocity? line 409, B4, sure. Linear interpolation ticks, update track's position, and this linear interpolation ticks can be resolved. Okay, so let's add these, and we will see what happens. Lerp ticks. Okay, I probably have to initialize these at some point. Intersection checked. Okay, don't have that. Previous X. What are these used for? Previous X. Okay, nothing. Just there. Sure. Okay. Rather, probably entity uses it for something. So let's see. Lerp ticks and what else? X, Y, and Z. Both yaw, both pitch. Okay. Mark not set. I think this is how I add a mark. Nope. I think that's how I add a mark. And now, okay, I have a mark. That's fine. So what else am I missing? Both pitch, ticks, and yaw, and velocity decay. Velocity decay. Okay, I made a mark for that. And pitch. Okay, let's rename these. Actually, what else? What else was there? Okay, so I messed up my formatting at some point. What's that? Probably update velocity function. Yeah, that's the rest of the update velocity function. Okay, I guess it's not just that. Yeah, I have to set a velocity at some point. Makes sense. Your velocity E cannot be resolved. Okay, so I don't have E, and that would be falling. Let's remove that for now, or rather y-axis. I need your velocity. And F. What was F? F was something. Get velocity. Thank you for the follow, Mandrill Dev. Update velocity. F is 0, and when is it updated? Here, when I'm underwater. And what does F do? Where's F? Okay, here F seems to... So it's updated when I'm underwater. Then it changes my velocity again. Okay, odd. Let's skip that. Okay, so I have get velocity, velocity decay, set velocity, okay, whatever. Maybe I will be able to parse through these, and I need your velocity. Velocity guy, your velocity. Okay, it's unused. This is unused. Your velocity. Okay, it's used in update puddles. So let's see, let me think. Puddles and pressing left. If I'm pressing left, then I speed up turning left, okay? If I'm pressing right, I speed up turning right, and then I'm guessing based. on the yaw velocity. Okay, actually I set yaw. Yeah, I do that in update puddles for some reason, if it has passengers. This update puddles called set yaw. Not too sure. When is that called? Okay, but all of that, it was adding it, update passenger position. Okay, so I'm guessing that's what the yaw will be used for. So whatever, maybe it can be unused for now, and Java won't be too mad. Okay, but all of that because I wanted to be able to push my wheelbarrow. Let's see if I can now. And actually, maybe I think I was too unassigned closable value is never closed. Okay, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, okay, but I wanted to say that I think I was a bit too fast with yoinking entities. I don't have any passenger logic in the moment. Just remove that, and that should be enough. Rather, that should make it so I can push entities. Hopefully. I'm not sure what that resource leak is about. See, any other warnings? Okay, this is unused, that's fine. And update panels. Passenger horizontal offset is smaller than boat. Okay, so this is for yoinking. And just see what happens when I run it. the okay. Is that here? Resource leak. It's never closed, but what is supposed to be closed? Can I close that? Close. Sure why I would do that. Close. Okay. Here, close. Nope. Okay, so let's ignore that. Let's see if I can push my wheelbarrow. Okay, let's choose that one. Nope. I can't. Okay. Okay, but I can hit it. So actually, shouldn't just make it drop an item, or actually just, get destroyed when I hit it before I move on with the moving logic. Man. Okay, so I'm guessing the managing movement won't be that easy. Unfortunate. Okay, because let's see, if I middle mouse click it, and I get it, okay, yep, now I get that. And let's just try to make it, okay, so it is rotated the way I place it. Okay, so that's why these lines were like that. But the model doesn't seem to rotate with it. Not sure why. Okay, so first things first, let's make it disappear when I hit it. And then we will see. Okay, and that. Didn't want to close that either. So let's see, I've added a lot. Push away from. Okay, so that's called here. Okay, but that's for when thing is moving into something. Guess I need to make it pushable away from. Rather pushable, just okay, not away from, just pushable. That's for when it collides with something that can't be yoinked. Okay, so that makes sense why it wouldn't work. Need to make it move when I push it. Let's see, I have is pushable here, yep. Let me move that as item here. Somewhere else. Move it right under the constructor. See, collides with, okay. Can collide. So is collidable, is pushable, and is connected through vehicle, and not is connected through vehicle. Okay. Is pushable, true. Okay, so let's make it disappear when I hit it. Damage, something about the damage, probably. Animate damage, can hit. On hit? Nope. Can hit. Okay, there's nothing there. Implements variant holder. Type. Okay, so I probably want my thingy to do that too. Maybe it already does? Nope, it doesn't. Wait, that's not it. Yeah, just extends entity. So let's see, maybe minecart has it. Has the get hit and disappear logic. Minecart entity. Hit. So it has interact. Okay, I think I forgot the interact method. I skipped over it. Interact. Start riding. Success. Pass. Okay, but where do I check? Okay, whatever. Let's just copy it. See what happens. Where do I want to put it? Say... Man, I'm kind of lost. Okay, so I have the constructor, the data tracker. I have another constructor. Here's my second constructor. Okay, there are two of them. Data tracker type. Okay, so this is for NBT logic, which is unused at the moment. Set item. Okay, so let's add that after set item. Result. Okay, I don't need that. It takes underwater. That would make it rideable. So I think else if and else. Make sure that's correct. And can resolved. Okay, so let's see. If player should cancel interaction, then I pass. Okay, but the interact is probably a right click. Whatever, let's add it anyway. Let's see if. Okay, so if I'm underwater for less than 60, rather 3 seconds, then I can ride it, and otherwise nothing happens. Okay, so I think that's incorrect. I always want it to be rideable, probably. So I want to take that logic and put it here. else. And this is another resource leak for some reason. Okay, so I will deal with that in a moment, I guess. Okay, so let's see what happens if I interact with it. Should commit some changes, I guess. Max passengers may be useful. Can be yoinked. So what's going to happen if I right click it? Nice. Okay, we are in. We are so in. Okay, that's a nice screenshot. And I can dismount. And there's place for 2 passengers. What was that? I think that was... Wait, how do I get inside? One weird angle, but I can't seem to recreate it, be able to recreate it. Okay, so now I would need a second player. To see yoinking logic. There is yoinking logic. So let's see if the yoinking logic works. Okay, so I would have to uncomment that line. And okay, yoinking logic should be correct if I don't have to do anything more. And now I have to... Okay, well, let's see. I changed it so that I don't expand the bounding box. We'll see. Should still be able to yoink something. Rather shove something inside. Okay, so let me get an enclosure. Okay, my entity should fit in a 1x1. Does. Now, let's say a chicken should fit. Does it get yoinked? It doesn't seem to. Whatever. Try different chicken. It doesn't, because let's check. I don't think their bounding boxes collide. Yeah, it just gets like they don't touch. Or rather, sorry, they stop. Let me just try to expand the bounding box and see if that fixes it, or rather makes it work. Get bounding box and expand. Okay, so let's expand it by min. We'll see how much that is. Get bounding. Where am I? Bounding. I'm inside the vehicle for some reason. Okay, because I was checking out the minecart. Bounding thingy. Expand. Let's expand it by that much. See what's that? X, Y, and Z. Minus. Okay, so that's a bit smaller. These are a bit larger. So let's make that half a block. Half a block. Yeah, let's make that just 0.1. I think that's what it is. No, it's 0.1 here. And let's see if it yoinks a chicken now. Okay, and I don't have any passenger position, just in logic. I would think that if I yoink something and then get in, and we will both be on top of each other. But let's see. Okay, so there's a chicken. Okay, and it seems to be... Okay, it's got yoinked. It's nice. And if I yoink myself in now... Okay, not with that. Can I? Get in? Should be able to. Okay, for some reason can't. Even though it should have space for 2 passengers. Or are there 2 chickens? The other one got instantly yoinked. Let's see. Nope, I think there's only 1. Okay. Okay, so it got just sucked in. Okay, but why can't I get in now? Yeah, that's whatever. Yoinking works. That's progress. That's important. Oh man, why can I push them now? Okay. I think it's some interpolation thingy going on. Like linear interpolation. It's a bit smoother. Okay, but I think they will exactly like boats on water. Man, so nice. I'm so happy with that. Nice, and I can bump them into each other. Their hitboxes seem to be really big. I wonder why. Is it because I uncommented that line? Because not sure how these are related. Let's see. I comment it back again. Now try to launch. Then I would expect... I mean, they should still be pushable. They shouldn't yoink stuff. Maybe. Okay, I think this is because I expanded. Yeah, okay, I think this is because I expanded the bounding box. Before they had to like overlap each other for it to work. Now with the box expanded, okay, yeah, that makes sense. With the bounding box expanded, they still should be pushable. And they still should still be pushable. Okay, yep. Okay, so that's all nice. And working as expected with a big bounding box. Okay, cool, cool. Okay, so next things will be rotation. Why is model not yawn, whatever, rotated correctly? And why can't I get in with a chicken? And smooth movement. Okay, that's nice. Then these work. Let's commit that. Okay, let's add a comment actually. Then adjust it later. Where is that? Man. Just expand. Expand collision. And enable yoinking. Oops. Okay, that's nice. Do I have an interpolation logic? I don't think I've copied any. Yes, and there is. Okay, so I just update the position and rotation. Okay, but that should take care of the position and rotation. Whatever. Wonder why they jitter like that. Maybe the bounding box is too large. It's lagging. Okay, so actually let's see one more thing. I'm thinking console. Nope. TPS. I don't think I can check that yet without any mods for it. Okay, let me take another screenshot because I like what I see. And let's see what happens if I get rid of that while loop. Yep. Oops, okay. Let's see what it does without it. Okay, so they still move, but that's expected. That logic was untouched, but I think what was touched was the entity yoinking part. Yeah, the push away, okay, never mind, that still works, so that was touched too. And the yoinking, so let's see. Why would I need a while loop there? I mean, the box, bounding box for that is really huge, so the chicken will be just sucked in, yep. Okay, but I seem to not need a while loop. I would think that it works because Minecraft does some additional logic just to kill ticks if they take too long. So this while true loop doesn't break stuff. Okay, if it's unneeded, then I will get rid of it. Let's see, I have iterator, I have entity. Okay, that's... can this be... I don't want to think about it right now. Can this be refactored? It looks really ugly. Okay, I don't think that's quite what I want. So I want to continue the loop. See, I want to do... So maybe I could do while entities iterator has next. Okay, now whatever, I'll just keep it like that. I don't mind it that much. Maybe in the future when I have man, I'm blanking on the word. When I feel inspired to change it. See if it's going to yoink a pig. No, I don't think it will because pig is larger than it. Okay, but it should yoink a bat. Oh, nope. No, why not? Maybe because bat is like just slightly too high. And the bounding box there is squished. Nope. Okay, so whatever. Silverfish should be yoinked, I guess. Endermite. Yep, it got yoinked and didn't get sucked into the stone. Okay, I think... Oh, I'm on peaceful, that's why. My bad. Okay, this got yoinked and let's check Endermite. Okay, that gets yoinked too. Okay, so that's nice. That's all nice. And working. Chicken got yoinked. Okay, so next thing would be to make these destroyable and fix the rotation. Okay, but for now, I think that will be the end of the stream. Okay, so we got a lot done today actually. Let's remove the loop, commit. Okay, very verbose description. And yeah, I think that will be it for today. Thanks everybody for tuning in. And tomorrow, yeah, we will make it hopefully not jitter, be rotated correctly, and be destroyable. So yeah, see you.